Get your money up, little bitches. Get your money up, little bitches. Get your money up. Hey. That pollen's out there. You know that pollen is out there, y'all. I gotta roll up and smoke with my cuz because that nigga already starting to fuck with my soul. It's like, tell you a little bit of the truth. I'm working on getting my own spot, but working at my job is making it hard as fuck sometimes, but it kind of like eases the solving off. But I have no problem letting you know my life like right now is like a blessed fuckery. It's like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I gotta be honest with y'all. In my mind, I live in the Got Milk commercial. Got Milk, like everything is in your reach. And like I experienced God's silence early in life. Most people don't know what that is. It's when you hit a moment to where you actually need a bit of silence. Like even to gather your own thoughts, you need it. You have to, and it'd be like hours. Like I used to like wonder what the fuck was wrong with me, but I met other people that could do the same thing, and I used to still wonder what the fuck is wrong with them. Like that motherfucker's weird. I got like a couple brothers myself that they do the same shit, and a couple sisters now that I done met in this lifetime. Later in life, like now, I met a couple sisters that do the same thing. Like, yeah, I like to shut off my phone and just da 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 da. I'd be like, huh? That's why you didn't answer the other day. It's crazy. I put it down a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I barely be online, y'all, but I be online just to do this shit. You know, point out the fact that you've all lost your minds. Like there's no filter on anybody, and you be like, yo, you want to be polite and you want to fuck with people, but it's clear that people don't rock with you, and you be like, damn, people just don't understand. Like they'll never get it. Like they won't get it. Like you be like even those people that are trying to force your like for whatever reason they try to like force your submission into like a pause on whatever career choice you're trying to do. For whatever reason they feel like they can control your life. It's if anybody could control your life, God forbid that shit, right? you know you might have a 9 to 5 or you might have a hustle in any way. You're gonna have people that just doubt whatever the fuck you're doing, just because that's what they do. That's their build. That's that crab in the bucket mentality. That you can either be like, fuck it, like, or not. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on fuck it all the time. Like, and I'll be like in the middle of, I was just about to bless your crab in the bucket ass, and then be like, fuck you, nigga, because that's what you doing to me. You saying fuck me, so I'm saying fuck you. Like, and I do it with action. So, I go action mode. And once you go 100, that's a Scorpio thing, a Leo thing. Pisces do it too. I've met really anybody will go 0 to 100. You got some people that'll do it off fling of a whim, and once they go on 100, they go on 100, nigga. They can only go faster. Nigga, I'm about to be an asteroid on your forehead, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? I'm about to show you all kind of stupid, that type of shit. That's how you know you lost your mind. Like that person has actually lost their mind. You know, I'd be like, you can build a new one. SpongeBob, this is what SpongeBob said on the show one time. I'll just build a new one. I'm hydrodynamically designed. You feel me? I mean, shit. Apparently, aliens built us from scratch, so I'm pretty sure there's some way I can reprogram my mind through meditation. So, that's just how it works. You know. Lately, you know, I mean, you guys, I promised you more commitment with my lives, but at the time I was doing my live, I was staying in my little one room situation in Atlanta, piping up on my own accord, getting ready to do lives on you. I had that going. I'm working on getting back situated. Right now, I'm just not in the, whole space to go live and fuck with folks like that right now. So it's like few and often in between. And data, when you're moving in the outside world with no Wi-Fi thing going on, your data's gone quick. I did that one time. I went live for like 30 minutes without Wi-Fi and did not have data the rest of the month. I was like, damn, no, we can't do this again. I had to bite that one. So I was like, that's a no-go. Only go live when you actually have the access you need to Wi-Fi. Very beneficial. Either that or actually have unlimited data, because and really you're not going to get unlimited data. The cell phone companies, we all know they lost their mind a long time ago. Give me a cell phone company that actually gives you unlimited internet. Like, they be like unlimited 5G, and then you only get 5 gigs of that shit or 10 gigs of that shit. I mean, like, y'all don't lost y'all mind. Why y'all keep lying to people? We keep falling for it. Like I be like, bro, I be praying for all my people that be out here doing it off Wi-Fi. I be like, you're a powerful individual. You are mad powerful. You don't even know how powerful you is. That's crazy. You can operate your whole life off Wi-Fi. That shit is amazing to me. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't do it. I tried it. I tried that shit for like a month. Hey, I did it just to do it. I went off grid to be like, well, not off grid because I was hopping on Wi-Fi. I just didn't pay my phone bill for a whole month. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what type of money I save and what all, what all, how if it's even possible. Let's just say, well, the third week without my phone, I went and got my phone back on. I was like, I'm not doing this, and I'm pretty sure I got a live somewhere either on Instagram or YouTube talking about that when I was like, yo, I just did my phone without it, da 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 da. You know, I don't understand how people do that shit. You got just pay the look. It's some cheap ass phone bills out here. I'm gonna say that like that. I'm talking about super cheap phone bills out here, y'all. It's some cheap phone bills. They got $20 a month, $30 a month. You know, it's all your prerogative when it come down to it. You get your unlocked phone and you good, but you're not gonna ever get unlimited data. Not right now. You're gonna have to create your own Wi-Fi source. You know they don't like people doing that. They don't like people. They don't like people making their own free shit. The moment you come up with a Wi-Fi source that's free, that's your own shit, you tap into it, the feds will be at your door. I want you to know that they're coming. They're coming hard, and it's not gonna be a game. You are going down. Like the moment your shit go up and it's been up for like a few minutes, and somebody on watching the grid, somebody that's actually watching the data grid realizes something ain't right, it's gonna be like the force. There's a breach in the force. They come into your house, bro. I mean, but it's probably somebody out here that's got free Wi-Fi right now that's gonna hack the whole game. Get with me. Get with me, please. I need you in my life. This is not a game. I don't like paying phone bills. This shit is not real. Who does? Like, I be noticing. This is how I know the world lost their mind. But we on a globe or a quarter shape object, whether it's flat or round, does not matter. Either way, we suspended in animation some goddamn way in space. And you ain't even really suspended, because if you go by a scientific point of view in the events, you can only go by the scientific analysis once you realize we're in space, and you brighten up your horizons and realize that the world might not be round, but it is symmetrically designed, which means it has dimensions and shit, which means it has a shape to it. It's not without a fucking form. It actually has a shape. It's like, and it's hurling through space while it orbits something else that has an even bigger shape. That's even obviously a ball. And people ask the dumbest questions that you can obviously prove just using your own body. Like, it's crazy. Like, yo, why is the moon freaking the same size as the sun? Technically, it's not. And I'm gonna be real with you. That sun stays that same size the entire time. It has been that same size the entire time. Now think about it. The moon goes through phases where that bitch becomes larger than life. You look up sometimes and you like, what the fuck? Yo, the moon look like something off GTA, nigga. This a simulation. That's how the fuck you feel. Like, I done looked up one time and seen the moon and that shit was big as fuck. I was like, whoa, the hell is going on with my life? We done been going around, I'm been on this earth so many freaking times. Now look, listen, I remember a massive view. of some shit, but I was standing out over some shit. Let's not get into that. Let's get into the here and now. Of the 38 years that I've been here on this planet, walking in this reality, when it feels shaky and I start talking about things like this, the reality of my awareness of me being on what's now known as planet Earth in the year that's now known as 2025, for as far as we know it, you know what I'm saying? Because technically you just don't know. Look, listen, that sun in the sky has remained the same exact size. Except when you view it through a telescope, it gets a little bit larger than life. But the moon does tricks at night on your forehead and sometimes in the daytime. There's one time I actually remember, not the date, but I remember the day. That's how I know when Future made the song, it's a full moon in the middle of the day. And I was like, damn, dude, I wonder if he realizes that really happened. Like, there was really a moon sitting across from the sun, and everybody was trying to say, we got two moons. And I was like, but they crazy. Technically, we got a few moons. We got some things stuck in orbit going around the Earth that's smaller than our actual moon, but they classify them as moons. You got to do your research on certain things and then go get you a telescope and just look out there and be like, oh my God, this shit's really up there. If look, for everybody that really wants to prove that space is real, just go get you a telescope, bro. Like, don't just use your phone. Get you a telescope. Peer off in that motherfucker. That's all you really need. For some reason, the design and everything about the physics of us and our existence is just, it's there for us to look at and observe. Like, even if we're being observed, it's like we're observing as well. Because you are the known observer. You know what I'm saying? And beyond that, like, even in the event the Greys are watching, the Draconians are listening, the Palladians are, you know, doing whatever they do in this moment. You know, the Nibiruans are getting ever closer to our planet with something so massive, or going riding on a spaceship so massive. You think it's a spaceship, but it's really a planet. And it's so freaking massive, we wouldn't see it until it's right up on us. That's how fast it's moving. It's like a speed of relativity that's like, okay, check me out. I'll give you the terms of this. I'll give you this. Yes, we've all lost our minds. Me too. I know I'm crazy. So when I say this, no disrespect to all of the teachers that are out there doing their things, but I'm going to put this in perspective for you. Nibiru is a planet. The Avenger is a planet. That thing that swings out with that elongated freaking orbit that swung in between Mars and Earth somehow, that somehow crossed up wires and got Mars spinning the opposite direction, and he went through another planet called Tiamat even longer before that, or Thea, whatever you want to call it, and scattered her across the freaking inside, making the freaking asteroid belt that we now look up at every now and then, that they call Anki's Field. You know, with the star of Anki off in that mug. You go through that thing and they wonder why we keep seeing comets raining in the sky, because we go through Anki's Field down there every year. It's the asteroid field, the asteroid belt, and we do go through it. Like, look, listen, check this out. You have to understand, things are like way more technical than we could ever really fathom at this point. Be like, okay, you hear anxiety, and I'm so high, I don't even really care, because I'm like, yo, whoever did this lost their mind. You know, the questions I ask in my mind are like, just keep it to yourself. It's lit in the dark, you know what I mean? It's like lit in the dark. I'm gonna take time to light this up as I go into the next segment of what I'm getting at with you folks. The fact that everybody's lost their minds. And I'm just upset that you guys ain't admitting that, you know, we fucked up in the game. And, you know, the last day has been the last days going on forever, you know. And no, I'm not good. I probably need therapy, you know. We all know I need therapy, bro. You know. We know I'm crazy. Crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. At least I'm not a wannabe. Head in the clouds. Sometimes I hate the real me. Feel me. Still somehow about to make them feel me. The real me. I love me. Even when I'm down, I'm fine as fuck. Even when I'm down, I'm fine. I know that I'm turning up. Shawty bad. She knows she don't give no fucks. And if she let me in, I'm gonna tear it on up, I'm gonna cut that up. And we not the same, like we cut from a different cloth. I'm not a king like a whole other boss. God, maybe I'm crazy as I wanna be. At least I'm not a wannabe. And baby, we on levels you can't get to unless you battle your devils. And I see God like the only one to set me free every time. Oh God. Anyway, I ain't seen Radio Island. I'm just trying to get in the watch hour. Told you we was violence. Baby. Inside trying to duck all the violence. Crazy. We could be the ones running up on in silence. Baby. We playing dumb. Violence is barely ours since you don't know. We follow war gods. Hey. Baby, bang money on the low. Crazy, get your money off for. All you need is flip that bag, pay them bills. All you need is flip a bag, pay some bills. Hey. You should probably be building shit. You should probably be reading philosophy. You should probably go deeper on space and shit. Peer off into the abyss, nothingness. Hey. Crazy as it sounds, you lost your shit. It's not a diss. Hey. I think the whole world crazy. Hell in a handbasket. That shit's amazing. Swinging. Okay, look. Wrap your head around this. So Nibiru is a planet. You feel me? It's a whole planet. It's not a spaceship. And it could possibly have knocked off. When I say knocked off, it could have possibly went through the Kuiper Belt one too many times. But what I was getting at was this elongated orbit thing it has going on. So when it goes out far, you feel me? The far run is what we run into. It's out there for some time. And when it comes back in, it's a shorter time than you think. It takes it about 2,000 years to make a one round around the sun. And in that time it goes around, it's kind of frolicking and fucking with the whole entire ecosystem of our solar system. Like it's messing with Jupiter and tugging at freaking, Uranus and messing with, the outer planets, could possibly eject something or pull something in, depending on, I guess, I don't know the full scientific term right now because I'm not a scientist. I'm just letting you guys know, at least not in this lifetime. I'm not a scientist. I was very renowned in other lifetimes. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the here and now when I'm an artist who is, also the messenger. Don't shoot me. And I'm just, relaying the full spectrum of it for you. For those who can get it, you'll get it and you'll be able to dissect it and pull it out. Like Christ said, he who has ears, let him hear. And he who has a heart, let him feel these words into thy cup. In the age of Aquarius, well, shit, that's where we are right now, you guys. I just, it was coming. It was only due to come. Look, listen, in about 2004, like me and my younger cousin was having one of the wokest talks we could ever have for two kids in high school. This nigga was like, the age of Aquarius is upon us, cuz. And I was like, what are you talking about, cuz? And he's like, the age of Aquarius. And I'm like, you mean the ladle overflowing with knowledge and shit? And he's like, yeah, that's what they're talking about. It's about the switch calendars. And even then, I'm like, who the hell are you at this moment? And I'm just thinking that. But like now in modern day, I'd be like, he doesn't remember any of that shit probably. He probably don't remember none of it. It's like a kid. Like we don't realize we were kids longer than we thought we were kids. Like You remember when they used to say, "You just a baby. You still just a baby. You still wet behind the ears." Even when you was 23, you was still just a baby. At 25, you was still just a baby. At 30, you're just a grown ass kid. You don't see it like that because you think you're an adult. This is why in certain books you're about to start reading and uncovering. If you haven't already read the books, it'll tell you that no man alive right now can bore a son. He can only bore brothers and sisters. No woman can give birth to an actual man. She will give birth to a brother or a sister. You will not give birth to a father. In the sense, no man down here is a actual father. Dead ass serious. It'll tell you that type of level. But in the concept of human, you can't really tell me shit. I'm on my shit. I'm a whole dad. It's niggas out there that's whole dads. If you know your dad, then your dad is your dad. But if you step into an enlightenment of following the Gnostic teachings of Christ, you're going to start reading things like that. You're going to come across different parables like that, and it's telling you it's like you know what a Keijin is, or a key, or a doorway. It's like a hint or a reminder to someone who took it upon themselves to want to remind people of what's real, what you should really follow in life, like enlightened of what's real life. But if you follow it under the route of a cult, or like cultism right now, then you're literally gonna you literally gonna fall astray. Like, it's like no way to get this. Like, in most people's heads, they're like, yo, I'm gonna be a Christian, I'm gonna be a Muslim, I'm gonna follow this, I'm gonna follow that. Like, I'm not saying don't congregate and don't stand together as a people, but as I'm saying this, I'm saying we should all congregate and stand together as a people, as a species, like a being, like this type of being. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna find out, when it comes down to it, we all feel it and know it. We're androgynous, beautiful creatures, beautiful creatures, beautiful creatures, beautiful creatures, beautiful soul, beautiful soul, beautiful you, beautiful soul, beautiful soul. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But yeah, it's a 10,000 span. When it goes out, when it actually makes its way out, it takes 10,000 years for it to get back. And then once it resurfaces and comes back to swing around the sun, it takes 2,000 years for it to actually swing around the sun and make its way back out. And once it's out there. It's out there. Once it goes through, it's there. Like, it's literally that. That's the time it took. The first time it sprung through, it went through and it boom, hit Tiamat, scattered it. And on the way out, that's how it was able to carry the ring, carry the actual belt around the sun, carry the asteroid belt around the sun, and take it damn near all the way out in this upward type of trajectory, so to say, out of the solar system. And when it goes out, it travels out beyond the Oort cloud to where God knows, and you can't really just track it because it's a bunch of shit and debris in front of us, to where they, recently, most motherfuckers don't realize, we recently just found out and credited it Pluto as a planet, and at the same time discredited it as a planet in the same century. That means it was recent. Like, until recent, they only knew about up to like Neptune. Like, I'm being for real with you. Like, Uranus and Neptune, they knew up to Neptune. Like, it's back in like the 1800s they discovered fucking Pluto, some shit like that. Like, they didn't, like, Galileo and them did not know about Pluto. And when it gets into like the 12 bodies, they're counting the moons and shit. And they're not even counting the moons, or they're like, they didn't. You gotta understand, like, beings knew, but the humans down here didn't necessarily know. And as far as like we know, I would still beg to differ and tell you that we knew. Motherfuckers knew that there were moons around Jupiter, that there were moons around Saturn, and that, there were other objects floating around these planets. Now, granted, back then, a long time ago, we didn't necessarily call everything planets and shit. Planetoids and different words like that are made up in modern day and modern existence. And that's what seems to freaking start eluding people, is that most of the shit that we're actually going by, even our religions that we're following, were translations of text that came a long time ago. Nothing is never really, it's not new shit. It's like, that's the shit we're following is old. It's old. What do you call revamped? What do you want to call it? Revamped ritualistic, revamped shamanistic beliefs. That's what it is. It's reenacted shamanistic beliefs. Like, in present and in modern day with, you know, what I would call like religious, or what I would call modern religious aspects of all of it. Like even taking the translation of God and Christ, with Christ being a representation of the sun, and Horus and Haru, all of them being a representation of the sun. Most people will be like, yo, you just regurgitating shit. No, you just, nigga, we're all regurgitating shit when it comes down to it. Only when we spanned out, when we think into the sci-fi realms of, you know, our existence, when we like, yo, so these people came from another planet, so they traveled through space to get here. You know, it's dangerous out there because they telling you on the tablets it's dangerous. Anki, like it's a, you know, in certain tablets they tell you about a war up there with, like, you know, and they talk about the war in the heavens. Like, bro, it's on so many different levels. We just fucking up because we forgetting shit. We forgetting everything. And then we like rereading the shit like it's a new book. Like, you know, real child. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, I be wondering, like, what is wrong with mankind? Like, we're afraid of ourselves, for one thing. Like, we're, like, even me, like, I'll sit here and meditate, and, like, my anxiety will kick in and be like, yo, what if I really did levitate? What if fire did goddamn come out of my hands? What if I did start glowing, nigga? What the fuck would happen? What if I did float the fuck out my body and have an out of body experience and shit? Like, what if any of this shit actually transpired? Like, I went through some moments in life where the what ifs are like, what the fuck? Like, I got over fear going over a cliff. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, so when you watch this video, you can validate it and be like, if you ever meet my family members or my cousin, like close ones, my cousins or my uncle, they'll tell you, yeah, that dumbass nigga went over a cliff. He'll say it just like that. That dumbass nigga went over a whole cliff. Like, that shit was real. Like, he knew what he was doing. No, I was praying and hoping that the cliff was actually a hill. I didn't know it was a cliff. I'm gonna be real with you. I had no idea that this was a fucking cliff. I didn't know I was gonna go airborne, and I didn't know I was about to die. I had no idea. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, ever since then, I actually been thinking that this is literally hell for me. Like hell, like hell. You know how many bitches call me ugly? I'm sorry, not really. I'm a Scorpio. That shit is like, what the fuck? Be like, with your ugly ass. And I be like, that's cool, man. I've been called ugly since, well, shit, it's been a long time. I'm be real with y'all. Like, man, let's not get started. Let's not get started. Yo, I had like some friends tell me, bro, I don't think you're supposed to be in a relationship because you got a special path in front of you. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Does that mean I'm an apostle? Is that what you're trying to say? Do you think I'm Jesus or something, nigga? Look, listen, for all the people who keep asking me or telling me, yo, do you know who you is? Who the fuck am I? Yeah, I want you, look, next time you come up to me, tell me who am I? Who am I? Because last time I checked, I was Josie Fuller, the singer, an amazing singer at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father, you know. I'm also that guy. I'm just him, by all means and accounts. I'm a crazy man. Just like the rest of the world, it's dismissive. You feel me? You know, at this point, I'm like, everywhere I go, the whole world crashed out on politics. Oh, it's burning down. I mean, it's been on fire. I'm gonna be real with you. The whole world been on fire, but it's burning down. Meanwhile, I'm waking up, going to work. You know, other people doing the same shit. They people going to work, having babies, doing whatever. The whole world is like, yo, on eggshells. We don't know if somebody gonna push a button, a nuclear holocaust or what. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think people really care at this point. I think people care, and that's why we talk about it, so we can maybe like manifest it away. Like, you ever just wish that you could just manifest some shit away? Like, I mean, I know you do, because I be wishing I could just manifest my way into $1 million and not go to work tomorrow. Then, you know, people online come online and they be like, manifest your way to make $1 million and not go to work tomorrow. And I'll be like, damn, that's crazy. That shit is really online. That's crazy. That's fucking weird. I might title this shit that. If you make it this far and you go over that part, you know why this is the title. This is how you manifest $1,000,000. You talk about it. Talk about it until you got $1,000,000 and you out of there. My situation is dire. You feel me? I sleep in a chair, or I could go on the floor. I could lay on the floor. It's always fucking cold. It hasn't always been like this. I don't even know how it got like this. I don't like most of the time. I don't even want to ask why. I'll be like, yo, how did it get like this? I don't even care why no more. I'm trying to fix it. Fix it, nigga. Go live, nigga. Do something, nigga. Please, bro. I watched the African lady beg to bring some sort of food in line into this country, and I was like, that is so degrading. But I be begging God, please fix my life. Fix my life. Look, like any other person, I want to tell you I hold my face down, but I be like, fuck all this shit if it ain't fixed. You know, if I wake up the next day and it ain't fast forward fixed, I be like, man, fuck this shit. You know, but I thank God every day, y'all. I really do. I really do. I'm being real with y'all. It ain't even just, you know, it ain't that, because don't nobody want to be broke forever. Don't nobody want to be at the bottom forever. I thank the Most High just for the enjoyment of the simulation that I'm still here at this moment to even attempt to keep going, you know? And that end brings blessings in more than likely more than one way because you survive it, right? And as long as you survive it and nothing too major happens to just take you out and whatever, and the hustle don't stop, it keep going. Like, you know, Thug say, you just keep going, you know, keep trying, keep attempting. And I see the most beautiful things in every step, every look. Like, honestly, I see God in everything, like every motion, even the things man does, even in the spiteful things. Like, I can see God, I can see God in everything. The things that you would call the evils, I see God in that too. I see the motions. I see how a landslide could be considered God, or ice storm, you know, or a great flood, or you know, a volcano, or you know, an asteroid. I can see how the judgments can, you know, fit the verdict of, you know, the attributes of God and what God is: death and destruction, or life and creation, pure, bountiful, abundance. The whole thing is beautiful. So I give thanks for it. You know, it's like a movie, like your favorite movie, and you forget that it's real. That's all it really is. You just be like, oh shit, this is real, and you only remember it's real when it's real. Like it's, oh shit, this is real. Like it's real. Oh my God, it's real. That's why I know we've lost our minds, and we actually think we can manifest shit. Like you believe in the luck of the draw. Of course you do. A lot of people gamble, so they believe in either they're lucky or they're unlucky. You know, people like me don't play the lottery. I don't see a point in it. I believe that I'm the lottery ticket. You know, I got music out. If that shit hits, I win. I fucking win. That's a scratch off right there. Boom. Couple 100,000, maybe even 1,000,000. You never know. Nigga get a show. He's on the morning show, the late night show. Oh my God, Josie's going crazy. I just got a Grammy, bitch. Ah! Manifestation, right? It can go down, you know. At 38, I get this Grammy. It's OVA, bro. You know how many people in my hometown see me and be like, oh my God, that nigga Josie got a Grammy. Boy, you ain't gonna be able to tell that nigga shit, bruh. I'm talking about nothing at all, bro. You ain't gonna be able to tell him nothing. Like, la, 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. Whoa, whoa. Hey, googly moogly. Serendipity, bitch. You did. Look, listen, man. All I'm saying is this. You're gonna have to go work for it. You gotta put that work in. You have to put that work in. You know, it's like, I know this shit is gonna seem so random to everybody because it's always random. I wanted to play the guitar, but I don't have time, space, or attribute to play it right now. I mean, I have attribute to play it, and definitely the charisma. I mean, fucking, I look amazing right now. Like, God damn, ooh, baby. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a fucking comedian, don't forget that. I just like to chill when I'm in my feelings like, baby, who the fuck is it for? You should get some fucking clues, like blue clues. Ooh. I think the whole world is gone crazy. It's hell in a handbasket down here. You gotta realize, if we really want to get this right, you gotta let go of that whole concept of money because it really don't exist. But look, listen, we gotta pay our bills, so you can't really afford to do that right now. You did. That just is what it is. It's just I don't know what to tell anybody about, how to change this right now. It's like I want to tell you, embrace everything. Free yourselves and liberate yourselves from oppression by not being oppressed. And the only way to do that is a world. But to accept that has to accept the equal terms type of level. See, in a minute, right now, people are trying to explain to you right now the sit-up is real. You got Donald Trump in office, the president's right now. You got a man that's close by who has Neuralink. And even if Neuralink doesn't go through, they have other things set to go through that they could possibly test and do different things with and implant that into your body and claim that to be the mark of the beast and say that this is the only way for you to purchase goods and different types of things like that. Now look, what are you going to do once we make it to that level? How are you going to react? What's your real verdict? Now look, most of everybody probably does not have what I call a contingency plan. It's like not even me. My only real plan is to ascend out of this motherfucker, dead or alive. Live alive, bitch. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all while I'm just taking off. Take off. Y'all don't remember that song? They live amongst the clouds. That shit Wayne said in that song. We live amongst the clouds. And that I hope you're heaven sent and hell proof. I'm gonna pick the world up and drop it on your fucking head. I think that's an ancestral song. Like I feel like sometimes we make music as an artist and it don't even be us. I feel like it's the ancestors speaking through us, telling us what's coming. Like whether we got today or tomorrow, it's coming. Like people keep asking me, so what you think going on? Well, shit, it's rumbling beneath our feet, a low vibration type of sound that I'm pretty sure everybody else hears. The pitches are coming in and out, the frequencies. People wondering where these storms coming from. The earth keeps getting hit with freaking solar flare. Magnetic poles are just going fucking crazy. I didn't even know them bitches moved. I'm gonna be real. Some day was like, yo, so the magnetic poles are moving. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, they move in circle motions. And I'm like, what? Yeah, the poles move. The north and south pole, they wobble with it. Wobble with it, wobble with it, wobble. I was like, that sounds dangerous. Nigga, like, this whole thing sounds dangerous. This whole thing sounds like a merry-go-round floating in the middle of the air. And you're on it just spinning. And I'm like, oh, shit. Just be what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, man, I'm gonna let you guys have your night that. I'm a nightcap on life like that. Stomach the fact that there's, pretty much no monetization going on in my life right now. One day, I'm gonna go live again. It's gonna be quiet, and I'm gonna play the guitar for y'all. Okay? I gotta get Wi-Fi so I can do it outside. Until then, I'm gonna go play the guitar one day for y'all outside, and I'm gonna post a video of me doing it. You gonna love it. I might not even be outside. I might be on a spaceship. But I might be on a spaceship right now and you wouldn't even know it. I could be in outer space right now and you wouldn't even know. Look, I think that if I had a multi-million dollars, if I really came up with $1 million, I would either be in space or dead for trying to go to space. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Just being like, I'm going up there. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. We're going up. Beam me up, Scotty. What you thought this was? You knew I'm getting me off this planet. Build my goddamn ships. Get innovative. You gotta go hard, man. We're making movies. Look, listen. This alien invasion thing could quite possibly be a Hollywood hoax. Now look, this is even worse. The whole Bible could quite possibly be a historical war hoax, like a hoax, like jokes on you, hope for the best, no one really knows but God type of shit. And that's why we're looking for, information on, yo, so technically, since nobody comes back from death, then can't nobody really tell us. So we hope that Jesus really did come back and tell us that this shit is real. So I heard freaking, Steve Harvey say, well, I'm gonna be a Christian because I don't want to be like not believe in it, and then I die and then I can't even go to heaven or some shit or something like that. I'm gonna say it like this: what makes you think living in this life, the fact that we get to do so much shit, and yeah, we drop, and when you drop, you go into the ground. But what makes you actually think it's over? Like, think about it. Look at the cycle of life. And I want you to really just think about it. Just think about it. Just read it. Read it. Just look at it. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Because the rest of it is some shit you got to make up for yourself. You can call me whatever, but God has a plan for everything. I would hope that you remember that it's inevitable and nobody really knows it. So how could you ever think that you could write it down? Just, get your shit together. Get your shit together.